Thank you very much for joining us for News 3 Live at 6 on this Friday. I'm Dana Wagner. LaToya has the night off. So following a crash that left a student dead near Owens and 21st Street, today city leaders did some things they think will help prevent future accidents. They extended the time that flashing lights will be displayed, and they also enhanced the crosswalk to make it more visible to drivers and pedestrians. This comes after multiple students have been killed walking to and from school, including 2 in the past week. One of those students, 12-year-old Haley Ryan, who died after she collided with a school bus near Tropical Parkway and Emerald Eagle Street on Monday. She was a student at Leeds STEM Academy. Candlelight vigil set to take place tomorrow evening at that school. And then last Friday, police say a driver hit this 12-year-old, Cristofer Suarez, near 21st and Owens. Metro says Orion Brooks hit Suarez between 2 flashing yellow school zone lights. Following this crash, the community has pushed for safety enhancements to protect students walking to and from school. And now parents and community members are pushing for more crossing guards at nearly every school here in the Valley. News 3's Tiffany Lane joins us live at 21st and Owens in downtown Las Vegas with more. Tiffany?
Dana, you can see some of those full changes of the crossing areas here at 21st and Owens that you were talking about before. So you are seeing changes here. But as these different jurisdictions are reviewing different areas around schools and making changes, one of the big things that parents are really pushing for is having crossing guards at every single school in the Clark County School District. Parents say recent traffic incidents, including one that killed 12-year-old J.D. Smith Middle School student Cristofer Suarez, prove that more crossing guards are needed at CCSD schools. That's why some have voluntarily taken on the job at 21st and Owens, where Suarez was hit by a suspected impaired driver last Friday.
We're here because no one else is here, and we're going to take action as far as it takes till we get those volunteers, until we get people that are here to help out.
City of North Las Vegas officials tell me they're talking with the vendor for crossing guard services to potentially cover the intersection. CCSD parent Abraham Camejo is pushing for crossing guards at all district schools. Right now, all elementary and middle schools have them.
There are certain points that we need adult supervision, and this is a community effort as well, because we know that there's a lot of drivers that are speeding.
I took this concern to the city of Las Vegas, and they said in a statement that there's a crossing guard pilot program at 3 high schools in its jurisdiction, and that, quote, "We continue to evaluate the crossing guards at high schools through the pilot program." I also sat down with Clark County Commissioner Michael Naft. Traffic safety is one of his top priorities. What is the possibility of getting crossing guards at high schools in unincorporated Clark County?
Anything's possible, but I think we need to follow the data.
Crossing guards are hired by each jurisdiction. Right now, the only high schools with pilot programs are in the city of Las Vegas's jurisdiction: Cimarron Memorial, Palo Verde, and Arborview, where 18-year-old Mackenzie Scott was hit and killed by a drunk driver back in May. Naft says it's something that would be on the list to look into by the School Traffic Safety Working Group, a combination of experts, including engineers from different municipalities, law enforcement, and CCSD, formed in July.
I'm like the guy that loves crossing guards, and I'd put them in as many places as possible, but it can't be a standalone thing. It can't just be a Band-Aid.
After continuing to see traffic incidents across the valley, Naft says in addition to crossing guards, other issues also need to be reviewed.
It demonstrates that the engineering and the road design is not as good as it needs to be. It demonstrates that we have a lot more work to do in educating this community, but we also need to make sure that we're holding offenders accountable.
Now, Commissioner Naft says he also wants better laws. He has been pushing over the last few years for red light cameras. It's something we know is a hot topic among a lot of people. Some say that they have concerns with privacy when it comes to that, as well as some other concerns. But Naft argues that there are other states and other countries using those red light cameras that have really shown improvements when it comes to traffic accidents.
We were talking about crossing guards at nearly every school here in Southern Nevada, possibly coming in the future. But do crossing guards really help this situation?
Well, it's something that continues to be reviewed, but a lot of people would say yes. And Naft actually shared some stats back in July. Now, he was talking about elementary schools And he says last year compared to the previous year, there was a 64% decrease in crashes at middle schools, and we know, at elementary schools, and that's because we do know that all elementary schools across the district do have crossing guards. Now, they weren't able to make that comparison just yet at the middle schools because this is the second year, at least for unincorporated Clark County, to have those crossing guards at middle schools. But again, this is data they'll continue to review.
And there's an easy way tonight to cut down on the number of accidents out there, slow it down on those wet roads. We can see that you're being hit by rain tonight, so if you're driving on wet roads, please slow it down. Tiffany, thank you. We appreciate that. We also have new numbers from Clark County School District officials revealing how many students have been hit by cars this school year. Police say 84 students have been hit walking to and from school. That's more than double compared to the same time last year. For the full academic year, CCSD reported 120 students hit by cars during the last school year. And the death of 12-year-old Haley Ryan is also leading community members to sound the alarm for safety in the area. The group Walk Safely LV says one of the big concerns is that drivers are parking in the bike lane during pickup and drop-off. That means that bike riders have to travel onto the road where the cars are. Parents want the area to be added to the school zone to prevent speeding and congestion from students getting out around the same time from Lead as well as nearby Carl Elementary School. So we've been following these safety concerns all week. To watch our previous reports on this, just head to news3lv.com.